guys! Today it's all about the eyes. I promised a video tutorial on this purple look that I got. I did a couple previous videos that I recorded with this makeup look on my eyes. The eyeshadows are purples, and let me zoom in a little bit so you can see. So today I'm going to show you my tutorial on these beautiful purple eyes. Now, I've not done a makeup tutorial before, so bear with me because I'm still working with camera angles and, making sure that I'm in the frame when I'm trying to look at the mirror, and I'm thinking I need glasses because it's getting harder to see. So stay tuned for this look. I'm going to show you right now. Check it out.
I start by priming my eyes using my Too Faced Shadow Insurance. This step and the next one are important because I plan on using a loose powder on the lid. So this will prime the lid to make it tacky to hold the loose powder, as well as keeping from having a lot of fallout onto the cheekbone. Next, I'm using a MAC paint pot in soft ochre. This is a cream shadow, and I'll be putting it on the lid, on top of the primer. I really like using this nude color as a base for many of my shadows because it acts as a primer for the lid, as though you're priming a canvas before you paint. It brings out the true color of the shadow that you put on top. Next, I'm using Sensuize brand lavender loose powder, and it's a sparkly, shimmery lavender light purple color, and I've had this probably for 20 years, so I couldn't tell you where to buy it, but any similar color in a loose powder or even a potted powder will work. And I'm using a MAC 212 concealer brush to apply it. I'm actually just going to dip into the lid so that I don't get a lot of loose powder on it, just on one side. And then I'm going to dab it onto that tacky base coat. And slowly build up layers instead of applying one thick coat initially. I like to, you'll see when I apply many of the shadows, I'll kind of outline where I want the shadow to go in the first step, and then I'll apply more layers to give it a deeper hue. And remember, you can achieve this look using any color. It doesn't have to be purples. Just pick the right tone, the right depth of color compared to what I'm using here, and you'll achieve the same look. Next, I'm going into my Coastal Scents Warm Palette, and I'm going to choose a mid-tone pink color, and it's also got a tiny bit of shimmer in it. I think the pinks and the purples go well together, and so I'm going to take this color on a Sonia Kashuk crease brush. And I'm going to apply this in the crease. Again, I'm just kind of outlining where I want it first, and then I'll add more color to the brush, making it a deeper hue. I tend to wear lighter layers of eye makeup during the day and more layers for a deeper hue at night or for camera. To darken the outer corner, I'm going to use MAC Au Contraire. This is a deep purple frost in the outer corners. And I'm going to apply it with my Sonia Kashuk blending brush. Any fluffy round brush will work. Again, I'm just dabbing it in the outer corner, and then I'm going to bring it up into the crease to meet that pink color and blend the two together. And you'll notice I don't have a lot of space between my upper lash line and my brows, as some people have very arched brows and I don't. So I'm going to create the illusion of depth using the shadows. The darker shadows make things look deeper and receded. So using the pink color in the crease and the outer corner color, I'm bringing those a little higher than the crease and up onto the brow bone to create the illusion that my eyes are more deep set than they are. Now I'm using MAC Espresso, which the label is so worn that you can't read it. It's a dark chocolate matte brown. And the same Sonia Kashuk blending brush that I used with the purple. And I'm going to dab this onto the outer corner on top of the purple. And this is going to mattify that purple and add some more dimension. I like to mix frosts with mattes. And finally, back to my Coastal Scents palette, I'm picking a neutral sort of ivory cream color, and I'm going to use that as the highlight color on my brow bone. I'm applying this with the MAC 217 blending brush, which is very comparable. It's a great dupe for the Sonia Kashuk blending brush, or vice versa. And that's it for the shadows on the eyelid. In the other video, I may have used this color as an inner corner highlight, but I'm not doing that in this video. It's all just personal preference, and it depends on your mood for the day and how much effort you want to put into your makeup. Because I'm going to be applying false lashes, I'm going to use my e.l.f. waterproof eyeliner pen in black to make a line very close to my lashes so that you can't see anything through the false lashes. They'll blend nicely with my own. And to do this, I'm going to use a mirror that I can hold above my eyes, above my face, and this helps you to see very closely to that lash line. And I start in the center and just apply a very thin line close to the lashes and bring it just where your lashes are, and use the tip of the pen in the inner corner. To remove any smudges, I just use a pointed cotton swab. And I don't worry too much about it because other shadows are going to be applied on top of this line to smudge it out. So don't worry too much about mistakes or making it perfect. Just keep the eyes symmetrical the best that you can. I'm doing a little bit of a wing on the outer edge just to make my eyes seem wider than they are. And I'm going to bring this down into the lower lash line using the very end of the tip of the pen. That point gets into the very fine lashes on the lower eye. Now I apply the same eyeliner to the other eye. I'm starting with the lower eyelid here because I couldn't figure out what to do with my elbows. There's just too much going on with the camera, trying to stay in frame, using the mirror in my hand and whatnot, so bear with me. Always check for symmetry. I can see that one line on one eye is thicker than the other, so now I'm going to make the other eye line thicker. Now for mascara, I'm using Maybelline Great Lash. The best trick I ever learned to put my mascara on was to use a handheld mirror. When I do the upper lashes, I put the mirror below my chin and look down, and you can see each individual lash, and it makes it so easy to use the spoolie to put your mascara on. Use the tip of the spoolie to separate clumped together lashes and to reach the lashes in the inner corner of the eye. Using the same handheld magnified mirror, hold it above your head to do the lower lashes. And once again, use the tip of the spoolie to reach the inner corner. Don't worry about any small smudges. Those can be corrected using a pointed Q-tip. Now we're going to smudge the fine line of eyeliner that we used before by using the espresso. And this is a smudging brush by Sonia Kashuk. Dab it into the espresso, and then we're gently going to smudge the line underneath the eye. This will darken it a little, but also make it softer with less of an edge. This is my favorite brush for smudging eyeliner, period. Now we're going to add more espresso and work on the top line. And this I can do with my eyes closed. I don't even look in the mirror. Once you get used to it, you can do it by feel. See the difference? Now what really makes the eyes stand out is the false lashes. I highly recommend this Ardell Starter Kit if you're just beginning. It comes with the lash adhesive. I use the 101 Demi Lashes in black for a natural look. And the best part about the starter kit is this applicator. You pinch the lashes between it to apply the glue, and it makes it easier to hold them when you apply them to the lash line. With the lashes in the lash holder, take a tube of adhesive and just squeeze it enough so that a bead of adhesive comes out of the tip, and then run the bead along the lash edge on the underside. Sorry if this is out of the frame. Then let it dry for about 30 seconds so that the adhesive becomes tacky. The more you apply the false lashes, the easier it becomes. Sometimes I still have an incident where I need to remove a lash and start over again. And sometimes it goes on without any complications at all. So try to press the lash adhesive strip as close to your natural lash line as you can. For this, I like to use the end of a brush to gently press it in. especially the inner and outer corners. Don't worry if the glue appears to be white. After time it will dry clear and you won't be able to see it at all. Repeat the same steps for the second lash. And see how the second one just went on so much easier than the first? It's just random whether it does or doesn't. And I love the trick of using the blunt tip of my brush to press it into the eye as opposed to tweezers. I never like putting sharp objects near my eye, and this works well. I curled my lashes once before starting the video, but I'm going to take my lash curler and just gently blend the false lashes with my natural lashes by pressing lightly on the two of them together. This doesn't curl them much because I'm not squeezing really hard, but it does kind of merge the two sets of lashes so they look natural. And there you have it. That's all it takes to get my finished purple eyeshadow look.
Well, I hope you enjoyed my first makeup tutorial. People have complimented that those purples look really great with brown eyes, especially if you're wearing purple. I know that harkens back to the 80s, but I try to kind of wear the same color on my eyes that I'm wearing in clothing or something complementary. And also that espresso is perfect for anybody with brown eyes. As you could tell, I hit pan on it and I highly recommend it. It's my go-to dark corner color for almost every time I do my eyes. I at least put a dab there. If not, like if I'm doing a smoky gray or something like that, then I may use a black, but more than not, I often use that brown espresso, and I plan to get another one when that one runs out. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe, comment, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.